Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Now if you have any experience in crypto, then what I'll cover in this video you'll probably know very well. Or for newbies like me, it can be very useful to review some of these basic ideas. So, in this video, I just wanted to go over what I learned about crypto wallets. There are many other videos out there talking about this in greater detail, but these are just some points I thought was helpful for myself when I first got started in crypto. Remember, as always, this is not financial advice. I am, after all, a crypto noob. So let's get started. First, I wanted to talk about some basic characteristics of crypto, specifically when it comes to how crypto wallets are used. Now, the easiest way to invest in crypto is to purchase it on a central exchange like Coinbase, Gemini, Binance, or whatever you have available where you live, and to leave it there. Your crypto is basically custodied by the exchange. This can be an option for many people just getting started with crypto, and it was for me actually. The positive side of this is that it's easier to manage the crypto. You just buy it and leave it alone until you want to sell. You basically don't have to worry about most of what's in this video. The negative side of this is that you give up control of your crypto. For example, there are limits on what you can do with this crypto while it's held on an exchange. And if the exchange were to shut down or get hacked, you would basically lose your funds. Even though you own this crypto, you don't really have control over it. For me, I was very interested in DeFi and in smaller projects that were listed on central exchanges. So this meant that I had to take the next big step, and that was to take custody of my own crypto. And this meant I needed a crypto wallet to secure my crypto. By transferring my crypto off the exchange and into my own wallet, I now had control over my funds. But this also meant I took on all the responsibility of keeping these funds safe. So if I fell for a scam or somehow had my seed phrase or private key stolen or downloaded a virus or sent my crypto to a wrong address, then I'll basically lose my funds. And in crypto, there is no third party to help get it back. Was it scary in the beginning for me? Of course. But I stuck it out. And by understanding these risks and taking time to learn as much as I could, I eventually felt comfortable taking control over my own crypto. And it ended up opening a whole new world for me. So now let's go over crypto wallets and some key things I found useful to know. Remember, I am a crypto noob, so the points I will be making are just my own thoughts on crypto wallets. Please do your own research about this very important topic. There is a lot more details out there than I will have here. Anyway, one important thing I learned was that crypto wallets such as MetaMask, Trust, Ronin, Ledger, and Trezor all use seed phrases, basically a series of 12 or 24 words in a specific order. Now, if you know anything about crypto wallets, you know this can get much more complicated than this. But for now, I wanted to keep this as short and simple as possible, but still cover information I found important. Now, this seed phrase is what the crypto wallet uses to generate all private and public keys and crypto addresses. So in other words, from this seed phrase, your crypto wallet is able to create all your crypto accounts and keys to unlock them. And this makes the seed phrase very important, as we'll go over. Because your crypto accounts are derived from the seed phrase, the words in the seed phrase and their order cannot be changed. Otherwise, all the keys and accounts it creates would change. I hope this made sense. Basically, if you change your seed phrase in any way, you will lose access to your original accounts. And again, because the seed phrase generates all private and public keys, basically the account and the keys that unlocks that account, it must always be kept secure. So, never give away the seed phrase to anyone unless you want that person to also have control over your funds. Because a person who has the seed phrase can simply input those words in their own crypto wallet, and then they will have access and control over your crypto. Another important thing to know is that you need to keep a record of the seed phrase in case you lose access to your crypto. Like for example, if you lose your phone or computer with your crypto wallet on it, or your data gets erased or you get locked out of your device. By keeping a record of your seed phrase, you can regain access to your crypto. Now, keeping a record of it basically means writing your seed phrase down on a piece of paper and keeping that piece of paper safe. So you may be thinking, why not just take a picture of it with my cell phone? Or make a copy of it and store it on my computer? Or in an email? Or stuff like that? Well, it's considered bad practice to do this because this increases the possibility of someone gaining access to it by hacking your device, or those words can somehow find themselves online. And remember, whoever has access to your seed phrase has access to all your crypto. So you want to minimize any chance someone could get a hold of your seed phrase. Also, for myself, because of the importance of this seed phrase, I record a copy of it in a metal format in addition to a paper copy. That way the seed phrase is safe from fire, water damage, my cat, stuff like that. One more thing I want to mention about seed phrases is that if you make several copies of it, it's okay. Just make sure you keep track of all copies. You don't want to make 100 copies and hide them all over the place, because if one of those copies gets into the hands of someone who knows about crypto, they will have access to all your funds. Okay, now let's move on to different kinds of crypto wallets. There are different ways to classify crypto wallets, but one way I found useful was to break them down into two types. First is online or hot wallets like MetaMask, Trust, Phantom, and Ronin. These wallets can be web-based or a browser extension or even an app on your phone. Basically, they're used directly on your computer or on your mobile device, and the seed phrase is encrypted and stored wherever you download your wallet, like on your phone or on your web browser. The benefit of this type of crypto wallet is that it's convenient to use and relatively fast and easy to set up. However, because they are directly connected online, they are considered less secure than offline wallets. So this brings us to offline or cold storage wallets, also called hardware wallets, like the Trezor or Ledger. These are less convenient to use because you have to have the hardware device handy every time you want to do a transaction, and they also take a few extra steps to set up. But they're considered more secure than hot wallets. This is because the seed phrase and private keys are stored on the hardware device itself, totally offline, where no one can access it unless they physically have your hardware device. One interesting fact I want to add is that many hot wallets can be used in conjunction with a hardware wallet. For example, MetaMask can connect to a Ledger or Trezor hardware device. This is great because basically what this means is that your hardware device will safely store your seed phrase and private keys offline, and the hot wallet will act like an interface to allow you to access all the crypto dApps and DeFi protocols you want to invest in. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope this isn't getting too complicated. And in a future video, we can go over this in more detail. But for now, let's move on. So, what is the purpose of crypto wallet? There are very detailed and complicated answers to this question, but I like to think of it simply that crypto wallets allow you to control assets on the blockchain. And these assets can be things such as coins, tokens, and NFTs. That's basically how I think of it. However, the wallets themselves don't actually store any of these assets on your phone or your computer or your hardware device. These assets are all stored on the blockchain. A crypto wallet just allows you to have access and control over these assets. I know this can be a concept that can be complicated, but I thought I at least needed to mention it here. One additional thing to keep in mind is that different blockchains may use different wallets. So it's important to use a wallet that's compatible with whatever crypto you are planning to invest in. For example, MetaMask works with the Ethereum blockchain, but if you wanted to invest in Solana, you would have to use another wallet such as Phantom. So always be sure to use the correct wallet for your crypto, and always double check the address you're sending your assets to. You've probably heard that you should always cut and paste the public address you're sending to versus typing to avoid any typos, and even send a small test amount first prior to sending all your funds, just to make sure it all works. Yes, these are techniques to help keep your funds safe. Phew, that was a lot of information, and thanks so much for sticking it out this far. So, just as a quick review of some important points I learned about crypto wallets. Make sure to use a compatible crypto wallet for your chosen investments. Keep your seed phrase and private keys safe, and don't share it with anyone who you wouldn't want to have total control over your crypto. Start offline and keep track of all copies of your seed phrase. Remember, a cold wallet is more secure than a hot wallet, though a hot wallet may be more convenient. Remember also that once you take custody of your own crypto, you take control of it, but you also take full responsibility. There's no get your money back policy if anything goes wrong. So take your time and be careful when you first start out. Lastly, but most of all, I know this has been a lot of information, especially if you're new to crypto, but don't stress. Think of this as just an introduction. Try not to be overwhelmed or frustrated. Remember that you can do it. I myself didn't learn all this overnight. What I did was to set goals and try to learn a little bit every day. And if you keep at it, before you know it, you will amass a ton of knowledge and be amazed at how far you have come in the world of crypto. Oh, that's it for now. I hope this was useful and that there was something of value in this video for you. Thanks so much for watching and spending your time here with me. Remember, if you like this content, please consider subscribing, and the thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Again, thanks so much. Please take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.